Okay, so the way we're going to start today is with a little story to kind of set up this process. And I just got off a call with a one-on-one client, and we did this for her, and it was awesome. I mean, all these physical things just went away. It was neat just to track it as it all went away, and other stuff shifted as well that was non-physical. So I'm going to do this thing, and so I'm going to start it like this. You can test yourself if you like. Use this little section, this video that we're going to use, a few times if you like. But check your range of motion, feel how you feel walking around. I already feel better from doing it over this last hour. But do a little check to see how your physical body is, because we have a physical body here with us, and we can see what's different. And then later you can see what's different in the rest of your world, your relationships, your business, your anything else, your spiritual life, your work life, your happiness life. So just kind of check your physical body, and then we'll do this thing. Okay, so the inspiration of it is years ago. I still use this thing of called integrative manual therapy, and it's a form of body work developed by Sharon Giammatteo. And during her process of learning it, she has it in her book Body Wisdom, and she starts the book off with a chapter that's pretty intense of what happened to her as a little girl. But then she goes into these techniques, these things to do help healing for yourself, and it's really simple. And what it is something that we did years ago in my house in San Diego. I would have some. We called them patients at the time, so clients, patients, and friends, and we would have an invitation to people that wanted to come into the house, and had a treatment table in the living room, and then a bunch of chairs around, and we'd have anywhere from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people or more that would show up. And the way we would do it is we would have one person lay on the table, and I would tell everybody where to put their hands. So there was places to put your hands above and on the head, forehead, top of the head area. The bridge of the nose, the throat, the lungs, the heart, the back of the lungs, the heart, the spleen, like on the rib cage, the liver on the other side of the rib cage, the pancreas in the belly, the kidneys in the back, the little tubes from the kidneys that go into the bladder, the ureters, the bladder and prostate uterus area, the left colon, the cecum, the right colon, the sigmoid. And if anybody had a certain ache, like in their knee or something they were dealing with, we would put somebody's hand there. So if we had enough people, we would load up all these hands, and then we would stay there for 20 minutes at a time. And then that person would get off the table, and then the next person would get down, and we would put our hands on those spots. If we didn't have enough people, I would check which ones were the most important for that person. But in a cool, sometimes there was enough people to put hands on all the spots, pretty much all the spots. And what we noticed was people would get up, and their feet were different. They were walking different. Their hips were looser. Their pains were gone. And they were coming back over the weeks saying stuff like their husband doesn't yell at them anymore. This was going better in life. That was going better in life. Like all sorts of stuff was shifting by doing this. And so what Sharon found was a way to do self-treatment for your body. And it helps the physical, but it also helps the mental, emotional, and the spiritual. So because I've been doing more and more and more online, and I'm the energetic part of it, and the matrix energetics, I've come to see that we can do this energetically as well. So I did this an hour ago, and we're going to do it right now for you. And so and you can also, there's a video, I'll find the link to it and stick it in the description later when I stick it on a YouTube. But I'll give you the walkthrough of how to do it manually to yourself. I'm going to do it energetically for everybody right now. So we're going to go seconds, minutes, hours, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours every night. So 5 hours every night. Let's see, right now. And we'll just hit a continuous button. So it's for you as you like. So I'm going to put just copies of me on your forehead and above your forehead, on the top of your head and above the top of your head, on the bridge of your nose, on your throat, on your front of your heart, your front of your lungs, the back of your heart, the back of your lungs, the left rib cage where the spleen is, the right rib cage front, side, back where the liver is, the pancreas in your belly, the kidneys in your back, the ureters, the little tubes from your kidneys to your bladder in your back, your bladder, your uterus or your prostate as appropriate. The left colon, cecum, the right colon, sigmoid. And we're going to even put extra ones on your hips and your thighs. And then we're actually going to bring some extra ones in because we have new technology for the ankles, the knees, the hips, the wrists, the elbows, and the shoulders. And then we're going to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours in the evenings for you every evening as you like. And then I'm going to do something a little, also showed up in my last session, and it's just wonderful. I'm going to go to the earth energy. So like, you know, it's always useful to put your bare feet on the dirt. And we're going to connect up to a very special place on the earth. Earth is a great sink for all sorts of toxins and EMFs and everything else, and it connects you up with that deep earth energy. So that's kind of like another, this stuff is called neurofascial process, and so that's like another neurofascial process spot is to connect up to the earth. And then we're going to do this while you lay in bed too, just to connect you up to all of this wonderful energy. And then I feel like an intention, you can have your own intention of like what you would want to create. So whatever you want, everything you want to be who you are, doing what you're here to do. And I'm going to connect you up with like, you know, Buckminster Fuller was the one that made the geodesic dome idea of like that kind of structure that can be very strong. It's like a geometric shape structure. It's in time and space. It's in the earth. It's in your physical body. It's in every cell of your body. It's that fractal geometry. Okay, there's my done window. So now I'm going to click the button and we'll get to one-on-one healing. And then we're going to check in and see how everybody's doing. And if you're watching it later, you can just notice how you feel. Like, are your feet different on the ground? Do you feel different? Do you move different? And then do you feel different somehow? Are you taller? And then just notice your intention and your and what changes in your life in all sorts of areas, and then report in. So I'm going to turn this recording off here. You still get the full recording for the whole atomic success. It's just I'm going to make this a special one right here.